There is a vehicle that has never gone faster than 2 miles an hour in its entire existence. Not because it can't, because if it did, the rocket riding on top of it would tip over. It weighs approximately 6,000 metric tons empty. Loaded with a rocket, the combined weight can exceed 8,000 metric tons. Heavier than the Eiffel Tower, heavier than most warships. This machine's top-loaded speed is roughly 1 mile per hour. What this machine carries cannot be rushed. 1 degree of tilt too many. 1 sudden jolt. The consequences aren't a fender bender. They're measured in billions of dollars. NASA built a whose entire philosophy is the opposite of every other machine on Earth. Not built to move fast, built to move an impossible weight, as carefully as physically achievable. Not built to move fast, built to move an impossible weight, as carefully as physically achievable. And it has been doing exactly that since 1965. This is the Crawler Transporter. 2 crawler transporters were built in the mid-1960s for one purpose: carrying the Saturn V rocket to the Moon program's launch pad. Each one is roughly the size of a baseball infield. 4 massive double-tracked units, 1 at each corner. Each track assembly weighs approximately 900 metric tons. That is nearly as much as an empty Boeing 747. 60 years later, both crawlers are still working. Not replicas. The same physical machines that carried Saturn V rockets to the Moon. Carried space shuttles for 3 decades. And today carries NASA's Space Launch System rockets. The vehicles now returning astronauts toward the Moon. A design life that has already outlasted 3 entirely different space programs. A rocket standing vertically is a very tall, very narrow object. It does not take much tilt to create serious problems. The route to the launch pad has a 5% grade. Without correction, the rocket would tilt forward significantly. The solution? 16 massive hydraulic jacking cylinders, continuously adjusting the height of each corner of the platform. As the crawler climbs, jacks on the downhill side extend further, keeping the rocket perfectly vertical. Even as the vehicle beneath it tilts at 5 degrees. This happens automatically, in real time, for the entire journey. Even the road isn't ordinary. The crawlerway is a bed of river rock, several feet deep. Engineered to distribute enormous point loads without rutting. Ordinary concrete would crack within a handful of trips. Each crawler burns approximately 1 gallon of diesel fuel per mile. A loaded mining truck burns a fraction of that. The journey, 4 miles from the assembly building to the launch pad, takes between 6 and 12 hours. A person could walk it in a little over an hour. The crawler transporter takes most of a working day. Every one of those hours is deliberate. Engineers monitor the platform's level continuously. Wind speed is tracked constantly. A fully assembled rocket presents enormous surface area to crosswinds. This is the one phase where the fully assembled, fueled rocket is actually moving. Exposed, entirely dependent on the vehicle beneath it. Both crawlers have been continuously upgraded. New engines, modernized hydraulics, structural reinforcement. What has never changed is the fundamental architecture. NASA's engineers chose to upgrade the machine rather than replace it, generation after generation. That decision, building more capacity any single rocket program required, is arguably the most important engineering choice in the crawler transporter's history. Watch one of these vehicles approach. It takes minutes just to perceive that it is moving at all. That slowness is not a compromise. It is the entire achievement. "60 years later, it still does the job. And it will keep doing it for however many more rockets NASA builds next.